Wagwan guys, welcome to another episode of the Tuchapiane podcast. And I'm not so sure this is episode what. Siko sure. You can go and watch all the videos and count gradually. Tuko episode ngapi. Wa count. Mimi sitaki kuambia ni ngapi juu ni mingi sana. Go and watch the previous episodes. And of course, I am one of your hosts, actually your favorite host in this podcast. You can simply call me Wamalwa or Wams.
You can call me Matheka.
And I go by the name of Gideon Macharia.
Hawa wanafanya inakanika mimi ndo na overdo hapa hivi. Najiintroduce na sai kalafu ati wanakuja ati I am Matheka, ati I am Gideon Macharia.
See, we are chilled like that.
Yes, tunaomba tumechiliwa.
Wendeni huko hivyo.
Yako ni show off.
But either way, a lot of things have been happening the previous weeks that we have been silent. Again, as usual, weirdly, every single time we are silent, ni kama governor taking your time kufanya vitu zao za kiajabu ajabu. And the past weeks have been very vigorous in terms of politics.
Yeah.
Gidi, hebu tuambie nini vitu gani hizo zimekuwa zikihappened?
So tunaweza kick off na the church finally wame decide
kuwa independent.
Yes,
and have their own voice.
Yes,
yeah.
They decide that this government now is not government.
Ni wewe katu hivyo tu. Iko tu sawa.
There's been this wave. Kumekuwa na hiyo wave ya church sasa iko like iko against the government.
Yeah.
Of which I think now it had to happen. Sasa pia serikali ingangane kivyake.
So 2 years in ndio wanaona hii shida yote. Hii miaka yote hizi mbili zenye zimekuwa hapo before waanze mbona walikuwa wamenyamaza? The time of finance bill wako wanaongea they kept on supporting the government.
They were vocal,
but right now what they are doing saa hii ndio wanapinga gava. Wanasema this is not a god government. Hiyo ndio wanasema, you know. And I'm wondering the guys walikuwa wanapatiwa fat checks.
Yeah.
Kwa under set house wanapigwa zao 530 yao, lakini sasa mimi hata si wahurumia. I don't even care about them. Warudishe pesa. Let them give Ruto, warudishie Ruto pesa yake. Juu walichukuanga wakisema this is a good guy, ameodeniwa na Mungu nini. But saa hii imewaramba.
Hatuwezi wakati wa slack ya finally they've realized. Hata sisi tulikuwa tunasema Ruto can work.
Okay.
Mbona useme finally? It has been 2 years now. Tulianza nilianza kuona shida ya umse since day one you guys elected him. You guys.
Okay, let me say this. Mine is very, very simple. First of all, the church has to own up to its mistake.
Exactly.
You see, there is no way you can go to the pulpit and unajua tumeacha mediocrity mingi sana ifike kwa pulpit to the point of our sasa hiyo wanataka kujisanitize and look like they're speaking the language of the masses. Simply because the masses have detested the workings of the government or the doings of the government. First of all, they need to own up and tell the people, publicly apologize. Tell the people, maze, we messed up by convincing you guys to elect this guy. The next thing they need to do, they need to act like Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus aliambiwa na Jesus, kila kitu yenye umefanya nataka ile ndio yenye umeibia wase nataka urudishe times 2. And that's exactly what he did.
Yes.
Ile pesa walipatiwa na Ruto, they're making for us noise. Not unless you're going to take that money that you're given in State House and take it back to Ruto. Don't come to us and tell us that we have realized. Let me tell you, this is not a moment of realization when you're not backing up the realization with action.
Yes.
You can't come and tell us sasa suddenly you have gotten a moment of awakening. So that moment of awakening was not there when you're being given handouts at State House. Bro, we need to understand, and this is very sad, that the same church that people are supposed to get spiritual nourishment from is the same church that is advocating for mediocrity when it comes to the walk with Christ. Because unapata mazee, awa say, kuna spirit ya discernment inafaa sawa kwa nayo. And the Holy Spirit will guide you. You see? So there is no way the Holy Spirit can guide you in a manner that is wrong. So awa say pia inafaa tuanze kwa investigate and keenly look at them. Because there is no way God anaweza kumislead as a man of God ati ya kumislead akwambia support umse. And this guy is clearly not of God.
But tunakwambia me and you without Ruto could work. Ndio.
That was a political instinct based on the policies.
He lied to you guys.
It was nothing about spirituality.
Even Uhuru Kenyatta said that the guy has mdomo tam.
So did Rao.
But you see, the point is,
don't mention that man. Don't do that.
Same say akona heartbreak.
Naumia road bad.
Kona postpartum depression ya Rao.
Finally, but it's good that in the end we realize.
It is not good. The reason why me I'm so much against into whatever they preach most of these preachers, they're the same people who dined with Ruto.
Yeah.
Now Ruto, rumor has it got to me. There's a pastor friend of mine who was telling me that he has now a friend who anakuanga nendanga State House, alikuwa nendanga State House and everything. He told him that right now Ruto is repulsive to the ideas of taking advice from the pastors, and he's like, hata mimi ni reverend, so pia mimi msiniambie vitu hapa hivi ni kama mnadhani sielewi. So
Ruto is a reverend.
Apparently, allegedly, that's what I was told. So you see, it has taken Ruto to kick them out. For them now to come to a moment of awakening. Hey, wait, we are not going to State House anymore. We are not given the same privileges that we are being given. You misled the people. You misled the masses. You misled the congregants. It is high time you take responsibility for that. Don't come to us and tell us that Ruto is bad. Hata hizo pesa zenye alikuwa ananipea, ati I used to tell them to go to charity.
Rudisha hiyo do.
Don't come to usikuja to preach vitu kama hizo while you still spent that money.
Yes.
While you still took that money. Take that money back. You see, hakuna venye unakuja kutuambia hapa sasa you have come to a moment of realization. In fact, as a matter of fact, I remember only one preacher who was very vocal telling us, take care about these people that you call men of God that you want to elect. Take care. I remember vividly he was very vocal about it. I think ulikuwa mmoja ama wawili. The rest wote, it was about finally we are going to get a God fearing government.
Whatever.
A God fearing government that is being linked with deals, some shady deals. I was telling Madeka before the show that do you know that the treasury signed deals worth I think 457 billion.
457 billion.
Yes,
Do you
to
know how much
companies
that money
linked
is?
with Adani.
Ukiongeza nusu ingine tushaingia trillion.
to Adani. And
Yeah, Adani president, Adani stroke Ruto.
my biggest question is, why is it just Adani? Like, kwani hakuna private investments zingine? Why is it Adani getting everything? Traco getting the airport? Kwani hakuna watu wametenda routes?
Watu wako, but what I know is that Ruto has his own interest there. Hakuna tu vitu zake shady
He's
shady
benefiting
zenye.
something from
Yes,
that.
exactly.
But now, yeah,
and
sasa
the
amefika
same
mahali.
Adani wako na kesi kotini na huko India. Wamekuwa tu na malicious activities wamekuwa wakiendeleza na huko. And I'm wondering mbona Ruto haezi ona au wase wamekuwa na vitu zingine za upuzi wamekuwa wakifanya in the
Kuona
past.
naona ni vile ana gained. Unajua hata tukiangalia for example this guy Bill Gates. Bill Gates has the same scandals. I think in Netherlands he has been summoned to court to explain the adverse effects of the COVID-19 vaccine.
Even
Which
he
his
has a
company
lawsuit case in his own country.
So
So
he's-
amekimbililia huku kwetu ndio waondoe.
right now
Very stupid
he's
man.
allegedly again. Wanasema kwa LD anapiganga malapu kwa hivyo deadly sana. And his private jet inakuanga hapo kwa Eldoret, I think airstrip. Inakuanga hapo hivyo.
Hii Murkomen alikulia pesa ama ni gani?
Zizi kuna ingine so iko hapo hivyo.
No.
So you see these guys are benefiting directly from the proceeds of injustice. The Rutos, the Gachagwas, the Railas, all these political people that we are seeing. And yesterday we had a conversation when I was going to trim my hair, and I was talking to my barber and I was telling him, Maze, right now where we are, it's better we go leaderless, the way the movement was initially, the Gen Z movement was.
Yes.
I really don't care if we have a president or not, because you see the thing is we've been having functional governments all these years and it has not been working.
Yeah.
It's just getting worse
They have-
every year.
Because tell me
institution is compromised,
one
executive,
functional
the
government
judiciary.
that has survived without corruption, without scandals.
No one.
Just one.
No one.
But it's hard to
Even
survive
Kibaki's
without
time there was a lot of
without
corruption.
It is not hard, bro. It is not hard. Kwani countries like China, Japan, which have strict laws on corruption, hizo vitu zote. You want to tell me we can't sort of assimilate the same laws in our own country?
For Africa.
Our country
For Kenya, not even for Africa. Me, I'm particularly looking at Kenya. You know, bro, it's
you
so...
know the problem is 75 of the population is unemployed.
Yeah.
You know, so lazima in one way or another lazima kutoka watu na corruption ndio at least mtu apate kitu. That is so for Japan and China, population yao wote like 90% of the population bana kuna majob huko. There is everything in those countries, their systems are working well, but when you come to Africa, Nigeria,
we are
Kenya,
our own worst enemies.
yes, the
because
system is
of
eating
individuals.
its own.
Yeah.
Because of individuals. You see, we have cabinet secretaries who wake up at midnight to update us on jobs that they have created abroad, bro,
CS
Nani
Mutua.
alisema-
Nimeona kwanza
Mimi
moja ya
kwanza hiyo
Qatar
story
amepata
nani
na
nani
za
amesema
Qatar.
tunataka kwenda kufanya kazi.
kuwa maid,
Si wanataka
si unataka kwenda
tuende, that's
Qatar,
what they
unaenda
want, they
kuwa
want us to go. Wabakishe wale wase wengine huko
Kukuwa
wafinye
maid.
properly.
kuwa maid na wochi. Bruv, you
You're being
with your
paid
IT
50,000,
degree,
70,000
you
surely.
with your political science degree, you with your law degree, you are shipped out to be a
And
maid.
you have game-changing ideas in your mind
Yes.
on how you can revolutionize or
Ruto wants to lead
change
stupid
employment
people.
in Kenya.
Anataka kulid watu wajinga. Ndio maana anataka kutoa wale wase wamesoma awatoa waende nini.
You see, the thing
And
is,
you can create these opportunities here.
Here.
exactly.
Let how investors when you wanna make sense kwa hii nchi.
Yeah,
Create
yeah.
those opportunities
And
here.
that, they, no,
What's
nilikuwa
wrong with,
nawaambia.
with talking to is a president? But as enda aongee na Elon Musk. Elon Musk is one of the richest people in this world.
I was saying the same thing.
Yeah,
Why
anaenda
not
kuongelesha
go-
Bill
why-
Gates.
why not
Umbo
go-
ya.
Anaenda kuongelesha Bill Gates mtu
Why
wa
not
GMO
go-
na nini nini.
why not go uonge na hao investors uambie nyinyi sitawatax heavily.
Yes.
Ndawapatia kama tax haven.
Yeah,
Nacheki.
yeah.
But the people you're going to employ, that is us or people who are looking for jobs,
Yes.
you tax them
Yeah.
normally,
Yeah.
just like it. You'll make your money.
You'll
But
make
sasa,
your money.
hii pesa hata unai-export haisaidii the country.
You see, what Ruto wants,
Haisaidii the
you
country.
need to understand that these governmental officials are the same people who have these agencies that take people abroad. They are linked.
Wanakulia tu hapo.
They are linked.
Umetumia maproxies huko.
And we know them. We know them by name. We know these people by face. We know them. But we cannot shame them simply because right now they're just abducting us. Left, right, and center. There are around 250 people who are unaccounted for in this country right now.
Yeah.
You see, the thing is, these people are gaining something from the proceeds of injustice and corruption. So there is no apparent way that they're going to work for us. And that's what I'm saying. We don't need a government. We need all these people to go home. All of them. We go the Bangladesh way. All these people need to go home. It's better maze tukae ataka Haiti, we don't have a functional government.
Kama
Because
tukibaki zina ya
Bro,
Pacific
abame
hapo.
hapana,
Mimi nasema hata
eh.
na mimi
tungebaki
sitaki
tu na
hata
courts.
gava.
Tungebaki tu na courts upate tumebaki na hizo
How? But how
judiciary.
will- how
Let the
will-
president
How will
atoke
it
aende
work?
hapo.
Unajua pia mimi sioni
Okay,
how
I
will it work.
have a very controversial opinion. I am looking at everybody at the political limelight currently,
Yeah.
and I honestly think that yes, we need a leader for our movement. And if you ask me, a leader for our movement who has at least a clean slate. And yesterday I raised this issue. Na kuna msali alisema labda niko kwa payroll ya the person I'm about to mention, and that is Martha Karua. I feel like Martha Karua has at least a clean slate. I'm not
Yeah.
saying she's perfect.
Yeah.
I want you to get my point. I'm not saying she's
And
perfect,
she's,
but she's somebody.
Disciplinary.
Yeah, I feel like she's somebody who's straight and bold to make certain decisions that
Yes.
warrant the slate being cleaned in this country. That is my own opinion. I raised it to somebody and he was like, Martha Karua can do nothing. In fact, in 2007, blah, blah, blah. You know, they were dealing with alleged cases that she has, alleged scandals that she has. And I told her, I told the guy, Martha Karua has not been taken to a court of law. Na kashtakiwa kaambiwa
Umefanya hivi na
umefanya hivi, like the Gachagwas and the
Umeiba hii.
Rutos, like the Railas, all these people, the Kenyatas, we know them. They have court cases, some of them pending court cases, some of them they even infringed the court cases. So Martha Karua is somebody I will look at and I'll be like, okay, fine, she is not perfect, but she is somebody we can rely on when it comes
Yes.
to abiding to the constitution and development in this country.
She's a good mention, but the problem is Kenya ready for a female president?
At this
That's
point,
the
yes.
conversation.
At this point,
No, that is the conversation.
at this point,
Because a lot of people, system yetu imekuwa saki kusema imekuwa ikisuppress wanawake sana, but a lot of
It doesn't
people from
favor the
it
female
doesn't
leadership.
yes, ikifika kwa hiyo
In terms
point
of politics.
okay, it's
not that but in
terms
terms
of
of
politics.
president
not even
hapo
politics.
itakuwa ngumu, but the wanapatanga governors, MPs and
But you see,
all
the
that,
thing is,
senators.
come to think of it, yes, I support Martha Karua because of the reasons that I've given. But in equal measure, as the conversation shifts, are we really ready for a female, not even president, a female leader? I don't think in Kenya we are ready for a female leader. Because I look at all the female leaders, especially governors. You know, because, you know, a gubernatorial seat is synonymous to you being a president of a
Yes,
county.
yes.
And you look at the kind of scandals they have. Huyu wa Meru, huyu wa Kirinyaga, Machakos.
Machakos
You look,
also,
you look at how they have managed these counties, and you are like, wait, Maze, I don't think we are ready for that top seat.
think kwa Kwale anafanya job.
Kazi gani? Pia ndiko ni PR. Enda uliza watu wa Kwale huko utaambiwa ni vile anapiga PR.
Kwanza barabara ndio wamechukua.
Fatuma ni PR mingi bro. But either way, I honestly think that we are not ready for a female
But
a high end.
Conversation that we should have.
It's a conversation that we should have, yes, but I think also it is a matter of the ladies in this country being ready for those top seats. You know, I don't want to sound chauvinistic.
No, but in corporates it's already working.
You know, I'm
The only
looking.
thing
I'm
is
not
looking
working.
As in corporates there are female leaders in boardrooms.
Do your
think-
research about
you
those
know,
corporates,
you know,
how they are
I'm
governed.
actually looking at Tanzania. Look at the president.
Suluhu.
Amekuwa akifinya watu vibaya sana.
Yeah.
The other day nilisikia the opposition leaders juu aliuliwa. And then last week there was a woman who
Was abducted
she was
and
abducted
beaten up.
akatandikwa vibaya sana.
Yeah.
From
Tortured.
the same regime. So all these people, whether a man or a woman, akuwe tu president, man, there is no difference.
I feel like
Kichapo
power
ni ile.
corrupts both genders.
Yes.
Whether you're a man or a woman, power will corrupt
Bangladesh
you.
pia the prime minister
So
mwanamke,
what's the solution?
you know,
Because we need a solution. We need systems
we don't
to
have
work.
any solution.
The solution
I
is
guess
simple.
systems to
And we are
work.
not even ready for any solution right now.
The solution, I feel like,
We should.
It's
Wewe.
Kenya, my friend.
We should.
but the solution, this is my parting shot as we end this episode. The solution is simple. We need to put the government at a point of accountability.
Yeah.
We need constitutional amendments that warrant that
That makes
level of
sense.
accountability.
Because with all MPs
Not extending terms and all that.
wataleta hizo
Which MPs? This is an unconstitutional parliament. It's unconstitutional because it did not abide by the 2/3 gender rule. So it's already unconstitutional. So that's why you can see them behaving like kids every single time, except my MP. So
Yeah,
in
the-
simple terms, my parting shot is
mention no
we
one.
need constitutional amendments that will warrant these guys to be sort of accountable to the sovereign.
Yeah.
Imagine a constitution which says that after every 2 years you have to go back to the sovereign and tell them
This is what I've done.
this is what I've done.
This is what I've
If
achieved.
not,
yeah. Toka.
Toka. You see, that is
By elections.
But will it not be expensive doing all those by elections?
expensive
No,
to Gani,
wacha
bro.
tufanye.
There's a lot of
But
wastage
we'd
in this
rather do it
government.
We'd rather
than
do
lose the money that is being lost
Yes.
to this CDF.
Exactly.
Yes.
So
projects.
that's my parting shot. We need a constitutional amendment which warrants there's some sort of accountability between the leader and the sovereign.
Yeah.
So
Taxpayers.
exactly. But ladies and gentlemen, tell us what you think in the comment section and let's engage on the comment section and maze tukutane kwa the next episode. Adios.
Cheers.
Yeah.